now that we're talking about it, what it sounds like they're doing is just filling the pockets of Big Girl Scout. That's all.
That's
it
what
sounds
I'm
like.
saying. Where it's like, is it just a
they're just
Ponzi
pawns in the
scheme?
system.
Yeah, they're just child laborers. Like, is that all that's going on? Like,
all right, episode 15, Fair Enough Podcast.
1-5,
your
baby,
boy
Tim
Bob.
Tebow.
Yeah, 1-5, Tim Tebow, R.I.P.
Jesus H.
I mean, he's alive, but is he though?
Yeah, we'll get into
Not
that
really.
if we have to. Yeah, but
Bob here in Detroit, Michael over there in Chicago, South Side.
Fuck off. But on the south side.
And producer Jack is just playing 18 right now. He said, fuck you guys. I got shit to do today. It's way too nice. If you're listening to this, it's Thursday, but we're recording this on Tuesday, and it's nice as fuck in Detroit. I don't know how it is there, but it
70.
is. Windows down.
Yup.
Boys like girls on the radio.
Yep.
It's bangers only. Windows down weather today, which is a vibe. Which we at some point need to do a draft. Maybe the next one of songs that bang that first week of summer.
Or
just summer songs.
I was gonna say, or just do not even a draft, just have like a full topic one where we just go literally an hour and 20 minutes about just fucking, because there's just too many to have a draft. I like when we agree more than when we have to go against each other.
That's fine.
I hate when you take picks that I like a lot. So I think songs I'd get too jealous if you took a pick of mine.
That's true. And so we could just put that out there to the people and say, hey, what songs do you want us to talk about?
Yeah.
And I'm sure we'd get a zillion suggestions for that.
Yeah.
So
exactly. And we'll talk about how bad your opinions are.
Dude, I've been vibing to some 303 lately. People forget.
Dude, that's insane. Yeah, I fucking love it.
People forget
when they come on randomly, dude. They have like 5 songs that are absolute fucking bangers,
and the rest are trash. But those 5 are bangers.
Oh, phenomenal! I love that 303, dude. So I have been telling people pretty much my entire adult life that those two went to Harvard. I recently found out that they did not go to Harvard. And I swear, for over 10 years, I've been telling people that those two motherfuckers went to Harvard. I swear.
Do you remember that? Do you remember that Tom Segura bit?
Yeah. He's like, oh, you know he's gay, right?
You know he's gay, right? Well, he's talking, who was it? Was it De Niro or was it Tommy Lee Jones?
Yeah, Tommy Lee Jones. Yeah. You know he's gay, right? Oh my god!
So I told everybody my whole life that Tommy Lee Jones was gay.
Yeah, the guy's like, Tommy Lee Jones is not gay.
Yeah. I know his family. I know his wife. He's not gay. I knew him when he was single.
Dad.
He's like, oh, I thought he was.
Yeah. Maybe don't you think we should stop telling people? Now we will.
Now we should.
Oh my god, that's great that you brought that up, man. I can't wait to fucking see him this weekend, dude. It's gonna be electric.
I bet that my dad has told me some shit like that too.
Oh, 100%.
That's just not true.
And especially like
because you would have told your kids.
Yeah.
And also, thing.
Yeah, 100% I would have if I wouldn't have found out. But now we got the internet, so it's really easy to look things up. But when we were kids, our parents had the news, and that's it. So it's like you just kind of figured shit out like that. So now you can look anything and everything up. So, but yeah, fucking 303, not Harvard grads.
Not Harvard grads. Did you find out where they actually went?
No, I didn't look that deep. I just looked up, did they go to Harvard? And I found nothing.
Show enough.
I don't know.
That would have been a cool thing, though.
I know. I kind of wish. Yeah, I kind of wish it was true. I'm just gonna believe it, but I just won't tell anybody anymore.
I'm gonna just start telling people that because it sounds good.
It's a great one. They're like I always, it was like it's a great story. It's like, oh, you're that smart to get into Harvard, but yet you join a fucking boy band duo kinda, and just put out hitters, and that's gonna be your life instead of whatever the fuck they could have done as Harvard grads, everything. So, yeah, I don't know, but
well, they nailed. Yeah, that's.
Yeah.
I'm gonna ask my dad some things and see what things he thinks are true, because I bet he's messed up on a few things.
Two truths and a lie, Dad. What's true?
2 truths and a lie. This episode of this episode of the Fair Enough Podcast is brought to you, as always, by Rogue Creative. Shout out to John and the Rogue Creative team. If there is anything that you guys need when it comes to graphic design for your small business, go to roguecreative.org. Chat with John. He's going to hook you up. He's going to make all your stuff look... You're going to come correct after you talk to John, because right now your stuff probably looks goofy. And you're not supposed to swear in these ad reads, so I'm trying not to. But don't let your stuff look goofy. Go to John. Go to Rogue Creative. You can reach him at roguecreative.org. You can also reach him at roguecreative_ on Instagram. I highly suggest you go follow him there. That way you can kind of understand the kind of stuff that he does. And it just turns your business up that extra notch when your shit looks nice.
Yeah.
There you go.
Definitely.
I fucked up. So shout out to John, shout out to Rogue Creative. Go to roguecreative.org, go to roguecreative_ and follow the Rogue Creative team for your small business. Anything you need graphic design wise, advertising wise. Shout out to John, shout out to Rogue Creative.
Dude, can we talk about the underscore and how much of a pain in the ass it is?
It's a shame.
I agree. It's the best tool. It's so nice to like make your email look not like, oh, I didn't put a dash in between my names or something like that, but like, you know, you actually broke it up. But also with every time you put your email in anything, you get the hyperlink and people are like, oh, I put it in, and it's like, did you put the underscore? I had someone send me money over fucking like PayPal back in the day, and they didn't put the fucking underscore, and I'm like, well, you still owe me money, dude. Like, I don't. It's not my fault. It's not my fault. You sent it to the wrong email.
Yeah. Like, nope. He sent it. It's good.
I was like, he's like, well, what do you want me to do? I don't give a fuck. Call PayPal, get your money back, and then give me my money. Yeah.
Right.
He's like, well, I didn't see the underscore. I'm like, well, you didn't see the gap between the fucking two names, you idiot. Like, I have the simplest email in the world. It's like, you fucked that up. But
I was telling somebody today that traffic doesn't really bother me. And they're like, well, what does bother you? And I couldn't really think of anything. Underscores do bother me, though.
They're one of those things that's like, oh, they're really good when you think they're really good until functionality comes in and you're like, oh, I can't see it anymore.
I also don't like, and this has kind of gone away because we've been using the talk device, but we have an Apple remote, like an Apple TV remote.
Okay.
And I hate fucking like typing everything out with it and moving your thumb and typing. It was the same way with the PlayStation or Xbox when you had to go to every single thing, but now it's way better with just the hold it and talk.
Oh yeah.
I have to use that function.
I'm low-key a wizard with the sticks though. Like, I can type so fast with the sticks.
Oh yeah, you get good.
Yeah. I don't mind.
It's annoying though.
But like, so yeah, like I have like a Roku remote, and I just use like an Xfinity Stream on there because why the fuck not? I don't feel like paying for a cable box and stuff. And if you want to type something in though, you gotta fucking type it in, and it's just
commit.
Yeah, like the fucking the buttons are kind of stiff still, and like it's so fucking frustrating, man. But the underscore, it's ridiculous.
Now that I'm thinking about it more, I was putting peanut butter on an English muffin the other day.
Ooh, yum.
I don't like when you're scraping peanut butter out of the jar and it gets on your fingers.
Like on the outside of your fingers?
Like, because I'm
or
going
on
in
the bottom
like,
of your thumb.
I'm fucking balls deep with the knife in the jar at that point. Yeah, so it's like it's on my like knuckle and like everything.
No, I agree 100%. It's very frustrating. I feel like that with everything. Like the worst. See, at least peanut butter, not to be gross or anything. Not that licking your fingers is gross, but like at least with peanut butter, if you lick your fingers, you're like, okay, this is tasty. The worst is when it's like butter or like mayo or like something where it's like, this is a condiment, but I don't like it without its entree. You know what I mean? So like that's the worst. Where I'm like, do I lick this mayo off of my fucking fingers, or do I find a napkin and wipe it up like a civilized person? You know what I mean?
And you prepare yourself before you go in to eat it. Because you're like, this is gonna be gross. Like you have a little mental head game with just you.
Yeah,
like this is gonna stink, 100%. But I'm gonna do this anyway.
I do it like it's like almost like I'm a little kid now, like lick and like hold my breath and swallow it all at once, dude.
Yeah, like you're taking a tequila shot or something.
Oh, it's so funny because you don't think about that shit ever until someone brings it up, and you're like, you know what? I don't like that at all, dude.
Yeah.
But the peanut butter is this shit's so frustrating.
Yeah, but yeah, it does taste good though.
You know, like like a tub of margarine butter, you know?
Yes. Like a country crock?
Yeah. Why don't they put peanut butter and like all condiments in that shape of a container instead of making it the rounded, smaller? Like I want to be able to fit my whole hand in there so I can get to the bottom. With if you got big mitts, you're not getting in there, and it's like then you get all dirty. So it's like, why wouldn't you fucking? It's just bad packaging. You know what I mean?
I don't say this often, but that is the smartest thing I've heard in a long time because it's just easier.
Yeah,
You're
it
right.
doesn't make
I've
sense.
never even thought about it.
Use the same.
Why is peanut butter not in those?
Yeah, just turn it on its side and put the cap on that way. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's that simple. I just don't understand why. I guess for like storage purposes, maybe like it would be kind of inconvenient, but dude.
Yeah.
I always
not even though.
That. No,
and if there's more of it in there, fucking jack the price up. I'll pay more for more. Like that's 100%. No question about it.
Yeah, that shit doesn't go bad. I mean, like, if you eat it at a decent enough rate. I always think about that. I took a class in college and that I dropped out of, by the way. Just so everyone knows. And it was like it was like a marketing class, and like that's what I was. I was a marketing major at the time. And we had to do like a project on like perfect packaging. And and they say that the Pringles can is the perfect packaging from a product standpoint for what's in it and for what's, like it protects chips. Bags don't protect chips, this and everything, and they stack it nicely. And I was like, yeah, but if you're not a fucking child and you have a fat ass hand, how am I getting? You know what I mean? Like I have to dump the Pringles can into my hand because I have fat fucking hands. So I always was like, yeah, it's the perfect packaging for like protecting its product, but I also, they should have flipped that on its side as well.
I wonder if anybody in that meeting was like fucking trying to dig in the thing and was like, does anybody else think this is gonna be a problem? And then everybody was like, nope, it's gonna be good. Nobody's gonna give a shit.
I think because the size of the chip, though, the whole point of it was to not make it any bigger because, then the chips would slide around. So it's like they had to make it the size they did to fit the chip, but it's like
it hugs the chip.
Yeah, exactly. So it stays in the perfect stack. But it's like, why didn't you do it like a thing at Chips Ahoy or fucking Oreos and have just sleeves of fucking Pringles going horizontally? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah.
How the fuck did you get into this?
Imagine a Chips Ahoy bag of just chips.
Dude, that would be elite.
That would kind of be elite. I feel like you're getting skimped, though. Maybe not, because I guess there's not that many Pringles in the Pringle tube.
Yeah, I mean, I think
you could easily fit all those in a Chips Ahoy bag box.
Yeah, I mean, and cut it and just do 2 sleeves. I guarantee you can fit the whole thing of Pringles in there. Like, I don't know. You wouldn't be able to do it with any other chip because they're not perfectly shaped that way, like a Dorito, unless they were all, like, not bent. But, yeah, I don't know. I think it's just making life so much easier, you know?
Did I tell you the Nutter Butters thing?
No, but I'm into Nutter Butters, so I'm ready to hear. What do we got?
I fucking love Nutter Butters. All right, so this is what happened. I was craving some Nutter Butters the other day, and roommate Stefan was going to the store.
Okay.
And I was like, hey, dude, grab me a pack of Nutter Butters. That'll make my whole fucking life. And the guy comes home with
Nutty Buddies?
Yes, a Nutty Buddy.
Oh
Hey,
no!
like it had 2 fucking
Oh, just one
wafers.
package? Oh my god! What an asshole! That is the most disappointing thing I've heard all day.
Is there anything so close in name but so distant in
Oh
quality and
god!
taste?
I mean, like I love a Nutty Buddy,
Oh,
but
it's fine.
a
It's fine.
Nutter Butter. It's when you're craving one thing, the other one does not suffice. That is just facts. I mean, you.
Something
Oh,
about the Nutter Butter cookie, even the cookie part, I fucking love it.
because it's peanut butter. I'm pretty sure the
It's
cookie's
all
peanut
peanut
butter as
butter.
well. I
Yeah.
think so. Yeah. And like usually, like when you get like those cookies, they're like the vanilla instead, which those are
Yep.
still good, but it's
Oh, yeah.
not the same as like the peanut butter, and it's shaped like a peanut, dude, which makes it that much better.
It is. It's just a good snack, and Nutty Buddy doesn't even hold a fucking
No.
candle to it.
And Nutty Buddies, it's like, do you eat them like one at a time? Do you eat them both at the same time, like one and then like one bite, one bite, one bite?
I
You
eat
gotta
one at
push
a
it up.
time.
Me too, but like then you gotta push it up through the sleeve and get your fingers all dirty and shit. Nutty Buddies just
The
aren't.
mess is an issue with those because the chocolate is very quick to melt on your
Oh
fingers.
yeah, 100%. And it's not like you store them in the fridge. I don't store them in the fridge. You know, it's like you put them in
No,
the what is it called? The thing you put.
in the pantry.
There you go. Could not think of the fucking word.
They're
Yeah.
not. I like some things are great in the freezer. Like we have it's Girl Scout cookie season. We've been
Okay.
filling up and we got Thin Mints in the freezer. Thin Mints are
Oof,
way better out of the freezer.
fire. I
Yeah,
like a Thin Mint any time of the day,
me
any
too.
temperature, it doesn't matter. We
Mhm.
should do a fucking we should definitely just have a discussion on Girl Scout cookies one day and talk about
We
what
could
are
do
the
it right
best.
now.
I
I
don't
could talk about it all
I
day.
don't have enough locked into my head right now where I'm thinking I got my head other places. I got my head on Nutter Butters
Okay.
right now. You think I can just get into Samoas and shit? Come on.
Some do-si does in your
Some
life?
toasty doughs, dude. Let's go. Oh my god.
Yeah, we should definitely
Oh.
get into that because it's Girl Scout season. Dude, really quick, the most genius business plan of all time. The Girl Scouts, when we got the cookies, the Girl Scouts were sitting outside of the weed store.
Smart. Fucked up in a way, but genius.
You're so smart. And then I was
Yeah.
going down we're going down Woodward and there was another weed store and I saw more Girl Scout. I was like, you guys all got an email and we're like post up outside of weed stores. Genius.
Yeah. Yeah, that is
Genius.
genius. Yeah.
We didn't care what it costed. We were coming home with at least 4 or 5 boxes and we did.
I mean, that is super smart. I mean,
Oh, it's so smart.
yeah, you don't put a Mercedes Benz dealership in the bad part of town. You know, you put it in the
Nah,
bougie part of
dude, you
town.
put it with
You
the
don't
Richards.
yeah, you don't put the Girl Scout cookies at the fucking alcohol store. You put it at the weed store. I mean, come on. That is genius and amazing.
Yeah, I was proud.
I'm confused
Proud of 'em.
though. Do the Girl Scouts do anything other than sell cookies? Because I've never
You
heard of
think
like a Girl Scout be like an Eagle Scout or like there's no graduation. It's just like you're selling cookies till you're like 13 and then you're done or whatever. I
Nah,
never
you're
understood.
right.
You know, I know this is probably really ignorant,
Let's get into it. I
but like,
like it.
but like, what do they do? Like, it's just a program for girls to like have like a camp or like a group. Which if that's just the case, then that is what it is. But it's like, what the fuck do they do other than sell cookies? You know what I mean?
I've never heard one of them be like, "Oh yeah, like my maid of honor, I met her in Girl Scouts."
That's what I'm saying.
Are you
You know what
making
I
lifelong
mean?
friends? Like, what's going on?
That's what I'm saying. Where it's like in the Boy Scouts, it's like in the you graduate to like certain I don't know, like boy, cub, eagle. I didn't do this shit. I wasn't a fucking lame, but
You're an Eagle
you
Scout
know,
at some point.
yeah. So
Yeah.
it's like they learn shit and like tact. Like granted, it's like I guess you call that man shit at the time, but like I don't know what do the girls do? I would like to know, and I feel like an asshole talking about it like this, but it's like you got me for enough money on cookies.
Oh
Show me
yeah.
what you do.
No, I'll pay whatever it takes. Yeah, for the
Yeah,
cookies. But
yeah.
it's now that we're talking about it, what it sounds like they're doing is just filling the pockets of big Girl Scout. That's all it
That's what
sounds
I'm
like.
saying. Where it's like, is it just a
they're just
Ponzi
pawns in the
scheme?
system.
Yeah, they're just child laborers. Like, is that all that's going on? Like, I would love to know what entails being a Girl Scout other than getting that big ass pamphlet of fucking cookies to sell. You know, yeah, can I write you down for 3 boxes?
We should start a cookies business.
Dude, I'm telling you, man.
Fair enough, Scouts. Coming at you.
Yeah, and we'll get of age people to sell them though, because
the fair enough aliens will get of age people. Yeah, that's probably good.
We don't need to be catching no case. There are probably some nonprofit that can get away with doing all of it and this, that, and the other thing.
True.
Oh man, just shitting on the Girl Scouts. Like, I know what's going on.
Yeah, I mean, really though, if you're a Girl Scout and you're listening to this, tell us what you do. Drop us a DM. We'd love to hear it.
I would like to see your badges.
Yeah, let's see that sash. Send us some pictures of your sash.
Dude, speaking of sashes, I'm glad that you brought up sashes.
Okay.
When are we going to get to the point in the world where chicks turning a certain age, pretty much all ages, or becoming a bride, or this, that, and the other thing, when are we going to stop wearing sashes? Why do people wear sashes still? I fucking hate it. Oh, bad bitch. Like,
what age did you see your most recent sash?
I saw one and she was like 23, dude. That's not even a real
23 sash. No,
yeah, it's not even a real age. Like, what the fuck? I was so confused. I'm like, I get 21, I get 30. You know,
I was gonna say for women, I get the big birthdays. I get 21, like you said. I get 30, 40, 50. Wear a sash, go nuts. Even later than that, keep wearing a sash. But you can't wear one for 23. You can't wear one for 27. You can't wear one for 33. It's not special.
I also think like even like if it like when you like these girls that like they'll have their bachelor parties and they'll say like, oh, bride to be, or it's like, and it's like,
I think that plays. You don't think that plays?
I don't think that plays because it's like, dude, first of all, you're already drinking out of penis straws. You're fucking, you got crazy shit. It's so obvious when you see a bachelorette party where it's
That's
like,
true.
I don't think, you know, I don't know. I just think it's a little bit over the top. I guess maybe I was just deprived as a child. So I'm not used to shit like that where it's like, but I fucking hate the sash. I think it's unbelievably stupid. I think it needs to stop as a society.
I'm not going to sit here and denounce all sashes, but you have to be a special type of person to pull off the sash and make it look fun.
Okay.
Or joinable, I guess.
I also think that you have to
normally you're scolding the sash like you.
Yeah, I'm shitting all over.
Because I'm quick to scold the sash as well. You got to be real fun. You got to be looking like, I want to be like, all right, let's fucking go over there, have a drink with those people.
I also think you need to be in the right place too. Like, you can't be in just like some local dive bar with sash on. Like that screams trash to me. Like,
you got to be in a poppin' place where like people could not notice you if they weren't.
Yeah, and also like where like you have a table or something. It's like, okay, you're partying. That's one thing. But I've actually been thinking about this for a couple of weeks now. Like I've been like, I gotta bring this up, and I always forget.
Big anti-sash.
Big anti-sash, bro. Like, it makes me so fucking mad when I see it. Because like I said, it's like, it's nothing special. It's just like your 25th birthday. Like I don't know.
I got no problem jumping on the train with it. We are the first anti-sash podcast, and it feels good. It feels good to say.
Feels real good. Feels real good. But you know, we're not anti-baseball.
We're not anti-baseball. We're very pro-baseball.
Very pro-baseball. And speaking of pro-baseball, how was the Tigers game, dude? Electric, huh?
It was sick. It was boring as fuck for 7.5 innings. But getting down there, we got down there like 15 minutes before first pitch because we were all getting out of work at like noon. First pitch was at 1:15. We got down there at like 1 and just quick went to the box office and we're like, what's your cheapest ticket? And we just got some standing room only tickets because that was all that was left at the box office.
Damn.
And we got in there. The city was bumping, which is always dope. There are people everywhere, whether you're going to the game or not, which is sick because it's just like a Friday in the middle of the day where everybody's supposed to be working, but everybody's got the same mentality, just like, fuck it, we are going to the game today, or we're going to party for the game.
Yeah.
So yeah, we got down there at like 1, got in there a little after first pitch, and we just ended up finding a good spot in the nosebleeds where there was nobody in our row. So we just got to sit down rather than do the standing room only thing.
Yeah.
Because the standing room only areas were fucking packed. Like, it was a clean sellout for sure. But yeah, nothing happened for 7 innings. It was raining on and off, but it was still a super nice day. And then all of a sudden, Javi Baez and Cabrera were like, all right, we're going to fucking bust this thing open. And
about to win.
And then sure enough, yeah. And then Eric Haas, the Detroit kid,
Ding
ties
dong.
it up.
Yeah,
hits the dong, ties it up. And then, yeah, Javi puts one off the wall for the win. So
what happened? So I didn't watch the game, right? I saw the actual hit. I didn't really see what happened after. Like, what was the reaction from you guys in the stands? Like, because especially where you were, I saw you were on the left field or right field line, right? The ball was hit the right field, so you probably couldn't even see the ball hit the wall.
We could actually. So from our angle, we could see it.
So did you because it hit the wall, then it hit his glove, and then it bounced up and he caught it, right?
Yeah.
What was it? Did they initially call him out?
They initially called him out. Yep.
Okay, that's so unfortunate.
Buddy playing right field played it off really well.
Yeah. Oh yeah, 100%
but everybody like sitting there, and everybody in the right field corner knew, like, we all saw it bounce. But the way that the umps reacted and the way that the right fielder reacted, we were all like, did we just see what we thought we saw, or are we all just
100%
like seeing things, because it is hard to tell. But they showed it on the Jumbotron once, and everybody's like, pfft.
Fucking went crazy.
And even the umps, it was a super quick decision. Yeah. Javi was still standing on the bases and everything. Like, yeah. But it's very sick way to end opening day.
Yeah, definitely sick, but it's like, damn, it's like, damn, you took away from like the celebration is still good, but it's not as good as him knowing and being like, fuck it, first game, blah, blah, blah. But yeah,
it was worse. I think it was worse for the player, but it was just as good for the fans.
Yeah, that's fair, because we
all saw it, we're like, and then they show it on the Jumbotron, and that's always a sick moment where everybody sees it at the same time and everybody erupts.
Yeah. Definitely, as a fan, for sure. Yeah. Fucking Javi, though. I don't know, man. Like, I had, my
guy
things, but
belted one yesterday,
and then
that ball was hit another nice ball today. Dude's cooking in these first couple seasons.
If you get him if he can just hit for average, bro. If he can just hit for average, he's one of the best hitters in the league. It's just those strikeouts and the sliders. But yeah, that's cool. And it was against the Sox, which is cool as a division rival. Like that, you dropped the next two, unfortunately. But
just happy to get one there.
Yeah, man. Especially it was the most important. And I mean, what was it? The third game though, they played really well. The third game, they lost our second game 5-2, whatever. They got pumped to one game, but whatever.
The starting pitching has just been bad up until yesterday with Matt Manning. But the bats have been decent. Like, Akil Baddoo still hasn't kind of hit his stride. Spencer Torkelson just had his first hit today. And then, I think the MVP outside of Baez has been Austin Meadows. That kid hits everything, dude. What a steal from Tampa. What a steal.
I mean, exactly. You knew exactly what you're getting out of that guy. And it's just a solid baseball player, man.
Dude, he set up that rally on opening day.
Yeah, he's
good. I think he hit a triple to open up that inning, and then Cabrera scored him, and then Javi did the rest. And then today or was it yesterday? No, it was yesterday. he hit one over the head of the shift to like start our scoring
Get
rally.
something
Like the guy
rolling.
just gets, he just gets opportune hits.
Dude,
You know?
it's wild how overlooked Tampa's like farm system has been,
Oh, they're
or
so
whatever they
good.
do. Dude, they do nothing but like. Granted, now they got a Rosarena and fucking Wander Franco, who's like gonna be the best player in the league this year. Like, and you're like, oh, you got some pretty big names, but like, dude, they've done nothing but pump out solid ass baseball players the last 7 to 10. Like, it's unreal. Like, just keep coming, and it's like, who's this no name? You're like, oh yeah, this guy, he's good. And then yeah, they're
If they
interesting. It's
spent
funny.
any money on that fucking team, man,
I know, it's wild. It's like, dude, they
they'd
have
be
so many,
so good.
so good. Like anything, because I mean, look
Is
at
there
all
another team in one of the 4 major sports that has more potential than the Tampa Bay Rays when it comes to something as easy as just fucking spending money?
spending money. I don't think so, dude. It's honestly crazy how many names have walked through Tampa and never got re-signed.
Yeah, and then
It's
you see
crazy.
teams like the Yankees spend all this money and they can't do shit.
I know. It's kind of fucking crazy, but I don't know.
Like,
We'll see.
isn't the Yankees payroll stupid this year and they're gonna finish like 3rd in the division?
I don't know if they're gonna finish third. They'll probably finish second.
You
I think
think?
they'll,
The
dude.
Jays are like
They gotta fit.
a
Well,
squad though, right?
The Jays pitching is kind of, it's good. I think it's good, but do they produce? You know what I mean? They got a couple guys that are good. They got Barrios and that Ryu, and I think that the Manoa kid who's supposed to be like the stud, but like their hitting is unreal. I mean, you top to
Right.
fucking bottom, their hitting is the dumbest thing in the world. But also, you look at the Yankees, and they got the same exact fucking problem. They have
Right.
nothing but fucking hitters. So I don't know. I think that, and then you got the Rays, who are just always good. We'll see how that division
And the
pans
Red
out.
Sox.
Yeah, I think it's tough to be a Red Sox fan though, because I feel like it's like you got a really solid team in the hardest division ever. Like they're gonna be the fourth place team probably, and they're gonna be flirting with 90 wins. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Where it's like,
Dude, yeah, that's so tough. They're so good. I was watching the
yeah,
game today and fucking it's like, all right, we got Devers coming up. And then, dude, and then Bogarts comes up. It's like, Jesus, like when the
and you
fuck
got
does the end of this middle of the lineup come?
yeah, and you got
Like,
then you got JD who's still a fucking stud. Like,
yeah, the
yeah,
whole lineup's the middle of the lineup. It's
yeah,
fucking brutal.
yeah, they do have and they lost Schwarber and Hunter Renfro, who both were like good last year, like real good. You know what I mean? Where it's like, man, but
The
I don't
other
know.
Hunter Renfro.
Yeah, it's funny because he plays for the Brewers now, and fucking I was at the game on Saturday, and I don't know. I made a joke. Obviously, my brother's pretty savvy. He knew I was kidding, but it's just like it's just funny. You're like, oh, I didn't know Hunter Renfro played in the fucking MLB too. Like
Dude, he
Deion
probably could
Sanders.
though.
Yeah, no shit. The
Let's get
kid,
real.
but dude, I don't care what anyone says. The Cubs are gonna be fun to watch this year, and this Seiya Suzuki kid is no fucking joke.
Oh, he's the truth. I was seeing all those highlights.
Yeah, he's hit 3 home runs already. He's got fucking 8 ribs. He's batting like a 450. I mean, the guy's been on base like fucking 10 times already in 4 games. I
And this is a
I'm
guy
excited.
from Japan that the Cubs just paid for to come over here, right?
Correct. And
Yeah.
he hit like 320, 38 ding dongs. His OPS was like fucking 1100. Like he's a like a but the thing about this is what I was telling a couple of my buddies. It was like a lot of these Japanese players that come over, they're all really good hitters, but they don't hit for power. So it's like if they don't
No.
hit for average, then they're not as good. But like a guy like this, it's like, yeah, he's not going to hit 320. Let's get fucking real. But if he hits 280, but he hits 30 home runs, it's like that can sustain. It's like when you got
Dude.
these other Japanese players that are like smaller dudes, other than Ichiro, obviously, it's like they can't sustain because they can't catch up to the pitching and keep that average up, and then they can't fucking stay in the league. You know what I mean? But I
Right.
don't know. This kid is the truth, and like I guess he's got a hammer of an arm too. Um,
Of course.
but dude, it
Smooth
was
as butter.
oh yeah, smooth as butter. Yeah, all those Japanese swings, dude. They all have the smoothest swings on the planet.
Oh yeah.
Um, I fucking love them. But dude, the game. So it was fucking chilly on Saturday, man. It was like fucking
Was it?
40. Yeah, and like
Damn.
the wind was like right. It was blown. So we're on the left side, the left field line, up in like the 300 level, and dude, the wind was blowing right in. And I was fucking freezing, dude.
Damn.
But
What'd you have on?
I mean, I just had a pair of jeans on, which is my first mistake. That was what was cold. My fucking legs were freezing, dude. Like my upper half, I had like a sweatshirt and then like another little jacket over the top. I
Oh,
was good
okay.
up top. But dude, my kneecaps and my thighs, I was like, man, I don't get enough blood to my fucking legs, bro. Like, what is going on with my life? But I mean, we went outside, got a drink, caught some sun, and then I was good. But um, I've never seen a baseball player live run like a fucking linebacker into the after those benches cleared. Like I know it was not very there was nothing
Well, yeah, you were
happened.
there for that.
Yeah. Close that. Sorry. Yeah, so the the benches cleared. The benches cleared and fucking like nothing happened. Like they hit 3 of our guys and our pitcher threw a fucking nice slide piece, fucking right down the middle, strike one, right? Next pitch comes inside, next pitch hits the guy. And McCutcheon knew he was coming for him, right? It was as blatant as ever. They tossed him. Anyways, dude, Jason Hayward is a big dude. And he came
He is a big dude.
he came haul assing. It looked like the dude from Happy Gilmore, bro, the fucking big guy. Haul assing from center field. I was like, oh my god. And the umpire legit like got in front of him, like, hey, Jason, you need to slow the fuck down because he was ready to kill somebody. And I don't know why. I don't understand what happened. But it was hilarious though, man. My brother has film of it. I want to get it so I could fucking post it.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Was Stroman on the bump?
No, I thought so. The game the day previous got canceled, so Stroman got pushed back. He pitched yesterday. I was so upset. I wanted to see him so badly, but he pitched really
maybe
fucking good yesterday.
he's the swaggiest guy in all baseball.
Oh,
I don't
100%.
think it's close either.
He has his tooth, like his canine tooth. There's a giant diamond on it. I was like,
Oh,
this
yeah.
motherfucker is a swaggy boy.
He's just a fucking good-looking cat, swaggy dude. Like, because he's best friends with one of my favorite artists, rappers, Mike Stud, Mike, and he's always in all his videos and shit. And he's just the fucking Marcus Stroman is just the coolest dude. The coolest.
Yeah, definitely confirmed. Mike is not a good looking dude. Just saying.
Yeah. Go look that up. Tell Mike how stupid he is.
But yeah, no, I missed him. He pitched yesterday and he didn't let up. He let up 1 home run. But on the baseball talk, but just not on the Cubs Tigers. So I got a tracker that we're going to be tracking throughout the season because your boy might make some coin.
Oh, yes.
I told you about this. I made the wildest, I have the craziest fucking parlay I can think of, and it is 20 different players to hit 30 plus ding dongs, and after the first weekend, 12 of them have at least one or more.
It's pretty sick.
It's pretty sick.
Good start. So it's a pretty good start.
I'm gonna keep everyone posted.
You got to tell the people what the number is.
Yeah. So I got it in my notes here. I got fucking 12 of them already have one, and a couple of them already have two. So if I win, it was $100 bet to win a quick $35,000.
Let's go.
So yeah, that's something that we're gonna be paying attention to here on the Fair Enough Pod as the MLB season goes on, man.
And if we get 35,000 followers by the end of this baseball season, Mike will give $1 to every single one of you. But if we don't get 35,000 followers, then fuck all of you. Nobody's getting shit. Mike's keeping all 35 Gs. How about that? Is that a fair trade? I feel like that's a pretty fair trade.
I mean, you would imagine if we have 35,000 followers at that point, we should be making something eventually, right?
You would think. So that's the deal for everybody. Tell your friends if they're not following us on Instagram, go follow us on Instagram. We need 35,000 and everybody will get a cut of this thing because it's basically a guarantee because he's got 12 already. It's a wrap. It's over. Start counting.
The only thing that fucking scared me, first game of the year, Pete Alonso gets drilled in the fucking face, and I'm like, oh no, tell me this guy's got a broken jaw, gonna be out for the whole season. I was like, no, but he's all
Yeah.
good.
Our negative Nancy friends, dude, piss me off when you put
Why?
that
What do
shit in
you?
the chat.
What do you mean talking shit?
When they're like, well, you better hope nobody gets hurt. Well, yeah, no shit.
Oh, I know. It's like, yeah, obviously, that's like any bet. Oh, you better hope this guy gets to what you need to get him to. Yeah,
Yeah.
obviously.
I hope he gets 8 rebounds so your bet hits.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, fuck.
Nothing worse than people who are like who do that shit. Where it's just like,
No.
why? What? It's like, what's the point of saying that? You know.
Yeah. And I
You
love
know
you,
who the
Hunis,
fuck we're
before you
talking
get
about.
your fucking panties in a wad, because I know that you're going to text me after you hear this and be like, oh,
Yeah.
you're talking shit about me. I am. But I'm also going to take the 8-hour trip and come visit your ass 3 times this summer. So.
Exactly. So back off.
So back the fuck off. Well, dude, I've been trying to think about this the entire time. What does he say? What does the big dude say to Shooter and Happy Gilmore? But when he first meets him, he's like, Mr. Gilmore reached that green like not but 1 hour ago or
1 hour
something.
ago. Well, good for Happy Gilmore. My
Oh my
God. And Shooter, forgot your 9-iron.
That guy's the best. I was thinking about that today too, dude. Like we should. It's impossible, but because this would almost have to be. It wouldn't have to be a draft, I guess, but we should do just like best quotes from just comedy movies.
Would be
I
so
feel like
hard
that
to
would be
draft.
it'd be so hard to draft, but it'd be fun as fuck.
Not only would it be so hard to draft, it would just be so like it wouldn't be there'd be no competition to it. So it's like
No,
I mean the odds of me taking one of yours and you taking one of mine for something like that would be so fucking like
so slim.
yeah. So but I would love to do that where we just go through fucking quotes somehow, some way, and like just
That's what I mean. The structure of it would be very important for
yeah,
listenability.
yeah, I agree.
So
I
if anybody
I
has any good ideas for that, shoot them to us. We'd love to do
I
that.
I
And I
think
know
if and when
everybody would love it just because you can relate.
I think if and when we have like a Patreon or something more a little exclusive that it's like okay you actually really enjoy listening to us like that would be for the people.
That
You
would
know
be
what
a
I
good
mean?
one for that.
Yeah, because you know, like you said, it's like the listenability to that, especially if you're not like in like our demo or like not necessarily our demo, but like if you don't watch the same movies we watch because we're very similar and stuff, and like a lot of the people, you know, they would enjoy that. Just like how like the
Yeah.
South Park thing, you know, where it's like. But yeah, that would be fun as fuck because we just be. The thing that would suck is I'd be sitting there dying laughing for an hour. You
Oh,
know
it'd
what
be,
I
yeah.
mean?
I mean, but we just have to hope that everybody listening would kind of be dying laughing too,
Understand?
which I'm sure
Yeah,
they would. You
yeah.
know,
And if we did it off of like YouTube, we can actually like play clips and shit too without
exactly. That's
not
the
that
biggest
we
part.
not that we fucking monetize this, but we could,
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm down as fuck for all that. Let me get into one more little ranty rant, kind of upsettingness and
Okay.
bet related. So you watch those UFC fights this weekend, right?
Yes. I
What do
know
you
where you're
think?
gonna go.
What do you think about the whole card as a whole? Top five, like the main card, not the prelims. I don't give a fuck about the prelims.
I thought the main card was pretty damn good. I thought it was a very entertaining night overall.
I agree 100%. Um,
I still think that the best card that we might have seen this year was the one that we watched in Chicago. Even those are the fucking undercard. Or those are just FS1 fights or whatever. Between
what
Patty
was
the
the one?
Batty and then the spinning
Oh
elbow.
yeah,
Like,
the chick. Yeah. That was
yeah,
electric. Yeah, that was
it
super
was an
legit,
electric day.
dude.
Obviously, there
I
was another one that I can't remember who was on the card, but there was another great card this year. But I thought this card was pretty good.
yeah, I did too. Um, I'm gonna offend women again. Just gonna throw that one out there. Um, if you're a better and you bet on anything, if you want absolute easy money, I would say every fucking time. I would say 98% of the time is you take any chick fight that's not a fucking main event and you pick it to go the distance because these bitches do not knock each other out, and it's crazy. Like you'll see a girl get stumbled, this and anything, huge punches, and nobody gets fucking finished unless it's a crazy spinning back fist in the end of the third round. You know, like
Yeah.
it like that chick fight was actually pretty entertaining. They did kind of beat each other up, which was cool. It wasn't
Mm-hmm.
just like a grappling match, but
No.
if you don't know what we're talking about the Tisha Torres fucking Mackenzie Dern fight. Um,
Mm-hmm.
and but like it's just unreal how much they get hit and they don't fucking fall. Like so yeah, we're a betting podcast. I mean, it's as simple as that. If you ever want one, you take the chick fights that go the distance every time. I'm telling you, dude, it's wild.
I think you're
Um,
right. Honestly, I've never really paid attention to that, but yeah, I don't remember unless it's a big name.
so I'm saying, unless it's a title fight, unless it's Amanda Nunes, unless it's the fucking
I was gonna say.
Joanna, like all these the like the fucking fighters,
Yep.
like it's yeah. Um, but
What do you want to get to next? Which fight?
dude, fuck the UFC, bro. I'm so
Fuck
sick of these
Peter Yan.
goddamn no fucking love Peter Yan. Fuck
Oh,
Aljo.
okay.
Fuck
Oh.
Aljo. That guy can suck my fucking crumb. I'm so sick of the UFC, bro. There's too many fights, too many titles getting fucking taken away from people on the judges' decisions. Like, first of all, this has nothing to do with the Aljo Yan fight, but the whole tie goes to the fucking champ. Fuck you. If you're gonna have a system, stick to it. For one, if a guy fucking wins, the guy fucking wins. But dude, this Peter Yan fucking Aljo fight, dude.
Go into detail on this because
So
I think I remember it correctly, but I may be mistaken.
so we'll break down the fight then. So the first
Yeah.
round, it was kind of a feel out round, but it was Peter Yan pushing forward, throwing kind of big strikes, nothing crazy, inside leg kicks, and then Aljo trying to take Yan down. Obviously, Yan is sprawling. Aljo overall was 2 of 22 on takedown attempts.
Hmm.
So
But he had time on the ground, especially in that.
yeah, and
I mean, the whole fight he had time on the ground. So, and this is, correct me if I'm wrong, but the first round is the one that the
is in
judges
question.
were like, yeah,
Yeah,
this is the one that we think that Aljo got.
yeah, but like when do you get rewarded for takedown defense? Because dude, Jan took him down 2 times, and both times he held him to the ground and held him on the mat for 3 minutes each round, second and third round,
Yep.
doing nothing. He almost had him in a rear naked one time, but the second round, so the third round when he had him on the ground, literally Aljo was just sitting there holding him, had his back on his back, holding him for 3 minutes, doing nothing. Jan was trying to
Yeah.
get out. He was trying to reverse this and everything. Didn't do much. Whatever.
But
Jan overplayed himself by trying to get up too fast and gave up his back. If he doesn't give up his back, holds his guard, then you never know what happens. But either way, 2 of 20, dog. 2 of 20. I know, like, and then it's like in the first round. So it's like, okay, I think Aljo did have more strikes in the first round. I don't think he had more significant strikes though. I don't
mhm.
know the exact numbers on that, but it's like Jan clearly like he owned the round. Like I don't know what all the judging scores are, but it's like, dude, like he pushed forward, he progressed. I know that octagon control is one of them, where it's like he was doing what he wanted to do, and it's like, and, and then they give it to Aljo. Aljo didn't do shit in the third and fourth round. He literally got his ass beat in the third and fourth round, where it's like Jan probably had to take him out, but it's like, dude, even when the president of your company comes out and says, "Oh, I think the judges got this one wrong." Like,
Yeah.
dude, you need to figure something out. Like, I know Dana's not a judge. I know Dana's not like even an MMA fighter for that. I don't even know. But
But
it's
he's seen
like,
every
dude,
fight.
it's
I
insane.
think
It's
that
like
counts for
you're
something.
telling me that Dana White is coming out and saying, "Oh, I think and then he had to refuse. He has to refuse. He said he has to refuse the rematch that Jan asked for because TJ is sitting there fucking waiting. I think TJ's gonna beat the
Yep.
fuck out of Aljo, and then Jan is gonna have to fight TJ instead of Aljo. So it's like,
Yeah.
and I had bets out there, and obviously this is why I'm as angry as I am about it. But I also think Aljo is a fraud. I think he has one move, and it's a rear naked choke. He doesn't do anything else. And he couldn't do his one move against Peter Yan. To me, it's like Jan obviously was doing enough defensively, even though he was on his back, to be like, yeah. I mean, they gave him 10-9s. They didn't give him 10-8s, which is good. But it's like, that first round, I don't think Alger won it, and it just upsets me. And I'm fired up about it because I lost
No,
money because it's like, dude, I don't know, man.
it's like you said, it's just frustrating that it's not like a Khabib situation where Khabib is once he gets you on the ground, he just fucking manhandles you, and it's
Dominates
like,
you, yes.
okay, this is very obvious. Like this guy is not only is he going for the finish, but he is dominating.
Yeah, exactly.
Where
He's
yeah,
yeah,
watching Aljo fight was just painful. It was like, okay, like
yeah,
they're on the ground, and that's when you get the boos from everybody in the crowd. It was
yeah.
just constant booing. Like, what the fuck are we
Oh
doing
yeah,
here? Because he wasn't going for a finish. He was just sitting there.
yeah. And that's the thing. It's like when do you take ground control like and break it down into like what actually happened on the ground? Like I don't know. Like so, it's
Right.
like my thing is like if you to me if I take you down right and I get you and you're on your back, I'm sitting in your guard right there and I'm just doing nothing. Right, I'm just sitting there holding you down. I'm not passing your guard. I'm not trying to get on them out. I'm not trying to do any submissions. It's like, okay, yeah, that's ground control, but also it's like, dude, is it really ground control? Like to me, it's like a you're at a standstill. Like it's not even ground control just because you're like I don't know. I don't understand. Like when is it you're actually controlling it and not just you guys are just kind of biding time, waiting for someone to fuck up. You know what I
Right.
mean? It's just like when you're on your feet and you're sitting there waiting for him to make a move, and then no one punches each other for 3 minutes. That happens all the time, and you're like,
Yep.
oh, well, this just got really boring because people are feeling each other out. It was the same thing on the ground, even though Aljo was the only thing that Aljo had was that he had his fucking waist cinched the whole time, which I get. But I don't know, man. I just think the UFC needs to figure out their point system. But I don't know. Jan is a fucking bad motherfucker, and he.
He's bad, and hopefully we get a rematch of that fight. But I don't know. Hopefully we get the Jan Dillashaw fight. I mean,
Yeah,
you
I
know,
think that we might get a Jan Aljo number 2, number 1, like ranked to fight Dillashaw because like
yeah.
that that weight class is fucking stacked.
Oh yeah,
Um, it's unreal stack, which it's like. So I mean, that's the thing that sucks is that like Jan's gonna have to probably fight 2 more times before he gets a title fight.
yeah.
Um,
That's fucked. And
yeah,
they're gonna
I
be against
also.
studs.
Oh yeah, he's gonna have to fight Sandhagen again. He'll probably have to fight. I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I know Aldo is still up there, but I think he's pretty much done. But what was I gonna say? One thing I do have to say that I was kind of pissed about with Jan, I was like, he tried too hard to like. He did everything pretty tactically, but he also did kind of overdo a couple of things, and I think that's why he got his back taken both times. Where it's like he tried so hard to get up so fast, where it's like he gave his back up. It's like, dude, just do what you know how to do. Like let your body know what it's supposed to do. And he could have
Right.
gotten up or at least tried and pushed off and stuff. But I don't know, man. But that fucking that Hamzat and Burns fight, dude. That was a bloodbath. I wish that went 5 rounds so badly. I wish
Oh
that was a
man,
5 round
dude,
fight,
that
dude.
deserved 5 rounds.
Oh my
It
god, dude!
wasn't over.
It wasn't, and I mean, dude, that was a. You knew it was gonna be. I didn't think that Burns was gonna be so good, but hey, dude, that was electrifying, man.
Well, because Burns got cut, correct? So early. I was like, fuck, man, like this fight's gonna end soon. And then
Yeah.
Kamzat gets cut, and you're like, oh
Oh yeah.
shit,
Yeah,
here we
dude. Yeah,
go.
it was just a mess, dude.
They were
And like,
just beating the shit out of
the
each other.
so like in the first round, fucking, how do you say his last name? Chiemev or whatever. I don't know.
Yes, yeah.
Um, and he
No
he
idea.
he knocked Burns down like with the punch. Then he
Mm-hmm.
went for the kill and couldn't get him. So then I was like, oh man, this is gonna be quick. And then all of a sudden, Burns fucking rocks fucking Houseman. I'm like,
Yeah.
dude, what is going on? Like the fact that those guys were able to stand, they were getting fucked on for 15 minutes straight. Oh, dude.
It was a very confusing fight in that way because even though it was 3 rounds, it felt like both guys were very much waiting for the perfect moment because they wouldn't go for that finish right away.
Yeah,
Neither guy would.
there was some weird times. Yeah, it was like I don't. In the third round, Burns like he had him like up against. So Burns was up against the cage, and Hamza was like beating his face in, and then
Yep.
I was like, oh, it's done. Like this fight's over. All of a sudden, he gets up and starts throwing bombs. I'm like, were you just playing possum with your face, bro? Like, what are you doing, man?
He's like, I'm good now.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm gonna throw fucking bombs all night. Oh,
Just
that shit was
waiting for him to
great.
tire himself out, it looked like. And then
Yeah,
Burns is like, all right, I got
yeah,
this.
and yeah, he took his chance, and I mean, I think the scoring was proper, but that was such a
Yeah.
good fucking fight.
Great fight. What's the next fight in the progression there?
It was Volkanovski and the Korean Zombie. That was the main event.
No. I mean, after the Burns, like what's the Burns Khamzat next opponent? Do you know?
Well, I mean, Usman is the champ. I don't think
Right.
Khamzat will go up because he was the 11th ranked fighter, so I think he'll get someone in the top 5 probably. I don't know who.
If he beats somebody in the top 5, maybe then he'll get that shot
Yeah,
at Usman.
they're saying maybe Colby Covington.
Oh yeah. That's the name, dude. That was the
That would
name.
probably be what it would be. Which I think is fair. But yeah, then
He wasn't there, right? It was Dillashaw that was at the fight.
Yeah, Dillashaw was at the
Dillashaw
fight.
was there. Yeah.
Yeah. So I think that would probably be the next fight, and I think inevitably, I think Usman beats Kazmat at this point in time. If he fights the way he just did, but also I saw a post game or whatever post fight interview. He was like, "I got too excited too quickly, and like tried to finish the guy off, blah blah blah." He's like, "I got to be smarter." He's like, "Now I'm bloody, now I'm hurting, I'm sore. Like I could have just." Where I'm like, "Yeah, you got to be smarter, dude. Like you were beating up on fucking unranked opponents. Like of course you're gonna,
Right.
like these guys are real life, and so we'll see, dude. That's another pretty stacked fucking
Definitely
weight class. So
fucking Gilbert Burns is hanging in like the gallows, waiting for somebody. He's gonna beat the shit out of somebody.
I know.
That guy's a problem.
I feel bad for him though because he beat the fuck out of Wonder Boy, and then he takes a fight of a guy that's the 11th ranked fighter, where it's like now like inevitably he has to drop. You would assume, but in reality, it's like the competition of fighter was top tier. You know what I mean?
Right.
Even though the numbers don't say so. So it's like
a guy that might get a title fight in 2 fights.
Funny.
Yeah. But that dude, that next the main event was horrendous.
Yeah.
I mean,
shout
out to hey, dude, the Korean Zombie though, best walk up in UFC history.
Oh yeah, phenomenal, absolutely,
so good.
Yeah.
Who sings that song? Who sings the zombie? I mean, everybody knows the zombie song, Zombie, but I don't know.
The Cranberries sing it.
The Cranberries, that's who.
Yeah, little Irish baby girl.
Yeah.
R.I.P. But yeah, phenomenal song for a Korean to walk up to. I love it.
So cool.
Dude, something that I noticed, it was like it's kind of like depressing, not depressing but sad, but like after the fight, it was like Joe Rogan was interviewing his interpreter, was saying he's like, every time I lose a fight, like I think about like if I'm gonna come back and this, that, and the other thing, and like he's older, like, and then you see him like at the end, like he like gets down, it's like he was banged up, like he got on his like all fours, like a fetal position, like you can see like he's retiring, like he knew this was his last go, and like the way he hugged Volkanovski at the end, and like you saw him like wipe tears from his eyes, where it's like, damn, like you just like he knew that he's done, and it was like, fuck, man.
Talk about a guy that just loves the game, man. Like he got his face beaten.
Oh yeah, and he stayed in there, and he was just like,
and he stayed in there, stayed standing up. Herb Dean was like, dude, I gotta call this thing. I don't have a choice. And he did.
Which, I mean, rightfully so. I mean, they almost didn't let him come back out for the 4th round. So it's like, Herb saw. I mean, he was striking back, but he was defenseless. He was getting his fucking shit rocked. So, but yeah, dude, just a guy. I mean, I was telling some people, I was like, dude, he eats punches. Like that's what he does. Like breakfast is punches with like a side of eggs. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Main course, fucking strikes to the face. And he's done it his whole career. It's just wild, dude. But yeah, fucking cool.
Legend. Good card, man. I think overall, good card.
You know what the best part about it was? Hold on. You know what the best part about that whole card was? No fucking Daniel Cormier on the fucking mic.
No DC.
No DC. Guy can suck me.
Who was on the mic besides
The redheaded
what's his
guy,
face?
Matt fucking
Yeah, I didn't even really notice him.
I literally I have to look up his name every single time. He's a fucking like Hall of Fame fighter. But it was John Anik and then this redheaded motherfucker.
Yeah.
I
I only
can't think
ever know,
of who it
dude.
was.
John doesn't give enough credit, man, for how good he
Oh,
is.
dude.
He's one of the
And he
best
is
announcers in sports.
yeah, and he has like the best job and he does like the best job at it too. Like he's so fucking good, dude. Um
I love, dude, just the UFC team in general, man. Between John and Joe and Bruce Buffer, like nobody lets anybody take their job. Like this is my
oh
fucking
yeah.
job,
Yeah, it's great.
And I love that about the UFC.
So the redhead is Paul Felder. That's who it is. And
Paul
he's
Felder.
he's
Okay,
he's
yep.
pretty good and he's like a UFC legend. Um
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, dude, John, and I watched like a podcast. It was like the King and the Sting or something with
Yeah,
Theo and Brennan Schaub, and they had him on. Like they had him as like a guest, and like his knowledge of the UFC and like just everything is just through the
crazy.
roof. Like he's just one of those like just a natural fucking just he's just a stud at his job. It's hilarious.
You just want to. He's a guy you love to have a beer with.
Yeah, I agree 100%.
Like yeah, stand up in your wedding, have a beer with this guy.
Yeah,
Like he's
yeah,
just the
yeah, yeah,
best.
yeah. Yeah.
Shout out to John Anik and the whole UFC team. Those motherfuckers are awesome.
Yeah, they know how to keep a crowd going.
They do.
But
Anything else? That's about all I got today.
yeah, I mean, that's about all I got as well.
What?
I just
We're going to Tom Segura on Friday. For everybody that
yeah.
doesn't know that, I will be traveling to Chicago on Friday afternoon. I have a fucking bananas work week, so I am going to be ready to get weird on Friday for sure.
Yeah.
It's going to be Dad's first time out at Wrigleyville. Going to Sluggers. It sounds like I've never been in a batting cage in my life, not once.
What?
I've never taken a live baseball pitch in my life.
What?
I've never played a single. I ain't played coach pitch. There was no T-ball. There was nothing. I was golfing.
Oh my
And I
goodness! I did
stink at
not know
golf.
that.
So what does that mean? Here we are.
Shit.
I got nothing to show for it. I missed all of baseball.
They
I
got way
love
more than
baseball.
just batting cages, though, man. They got a
Oh,
whole
we're gonna have a
arcade up
ball.
there. They have dueling pianos up there. They got a nice dance floor if you want to get dirty.
Come on.
Yeah, and the one good thing is that I think the Cubs are away this weekend, which is kind of nice because then like the crowd from the game doesn't go there. Like it's not as big of a crowd. Like it'll still be packed as fuck, especially if they have a game, but
Right.
it won't be as much
Won't
people
be.
coming from the
Yeah.
game because it's literally right down the street.
I'm sure
So,
that's ridiculous.
yeah. Yeah, I can't think of what I was about to say.
We're gonna have a ball. If you haven't watched Tom Segura, grow the fuck up. Go watch his three special. His three best specials are Completely Normal, Mostly Stories, and Disgraceful. Go watch all three of those. If you haven't watched them before, you'll fucking laugh your ass off.
And I mean, Ball Hog is funny as fuck
gold.
too.
And Ball Hog's funny as fuck, but it doesn't hold a candle to those three.
My favorite part of Ball Hog is when he's like, and he's like, I don't want to hear about your problems. He's like, your problems make my dick soft, and I'm trying to stay hard out here.
I'm trying to stay hard out here.
Dude, you can go on the Segura, like the YMH store, and you can buy a mug that says that.
I'm trying to stay hard out here. Damn, I might need to get one of those.
It's definitely phenomenal. Hopefully they got some fucking merch, dude. I went to the Theo show, and I got there like 15 minutes before the show ish. The line was long as fuck, and dude, all the fucking merch was gone, all of it. I was like, damn. Dude, like yeah. So I don't know, and I mean we're gonna
better be backing the truck up for us then.
Yeah, exactly.
Shit.
100%.
Okay.
It's just gonna be electric though. Yeah.
So we got that. And yeah, other than that, it's gonna be a normal week. We will see you guys next Thursday have a very happy Easter for all of you Catholics or Christian. I don't know
Forgot about
who
that.
else. Yeah, who else celebrates Easter? I don't know. That's another fucking. That's
who does celebrate Easter?
I think it's just Catholics, maybe.
What about the like Methodists and shit? Don't they do that? I mean, they all believe in Jesus, right?
I don't know. Yeah.
Let's not get into this. I don't want to
Feel
be
free to DM us
horrible.
if we're way off on this.
Dude,
But
honestly, if we want to get crazy, and if people fucking that are watching, you're still with us. If you think this is a good idea, dude, I mean, we can set up a legit live show on not live show, but like a where we can do like 30-minute episode and do like a Sunday Easter special or something. Because I mean, we got the fucking lights and shit. Like we can make this happen. I have like a perfect desk for it too, where we can both be
damn,
sitting and we can have like a fucking just throw it out there. You know, if we got time, if we're not feeling crazy, I mean, we do it early Saturday and then before you fucking hit the road, and we can fucking get
that
some
could be
extra
funny.
content out there. Yeah.
All right, I'll bring my shit and we'll see what
Yeah,
happens.
for sure. I definitely think that'd be a fun idea, especially because it'll be right after the day and we just talk about the weekend.
Yeah, that would be fun.
Fuck yeah.
If I can do it, I just keep thinking of that. Do you remember when Jim McGaffigan's talking about Easter?
No.
He's like talking about how Easter makes no sense. And he's like, well, why? Like, well, why is there a bunny? And he's like, oh, don't worry, there's eggs. She's like, well, what are the eggs for? And he's like, all right, we'll hide them.
Oh my god, Jim Gaffigan, one of the low key funniest guys out there, and he's like no swearing. I fucking love that. That's why I love
his old shit's good.
I love him. Yeah, definitely. He's almost got too much shit out there though. He has 8 specials on Netflix, and it's like I don't even know which one is which anymore. Dude.
He needs to relax. Yeah, the first like 4 are the ones you need. After that, they're like, okay.
Yeah. Once you named one of your specials Cinco, I feel like that's cultural appropriation. You know?
Yeah, you're dipping in. You're dipping into the touchy culture here.
Yeah.
Okay. Happy Easter, everybody, no matter what religion you are. And we will talk to you on Thursday, end of April. Love you.
Yeah, absolutely.